welcome to Funktified Food. My name's Dan Valancourt. I'm pretty excited today because I have a special guest coming to my house. I have Jackie Monroe. She has this web series called Attitude is Everything. And I actually brushed up on a bunch of the old episodes. She's trying to train for a triathlon, and she's sort of changing her diet while she's doing some pretty heavy training. I read her diet that she got from her trainer, and I didn't want her to be eating boring food all the time, and I don't want you guys out there who are on a diet to be eating boring food. So I came up with this crazy Funktified food diet that I'm going to give you some options of different things to put onto an endive. An endive is really just like a type of lettuce that looks kind of like a little scoop. It's sort of like nature's Frito.
Basically, you have a lot of choices. You just need to find a protein. We're using all healthy choices today, so you could do like a pork tenderloin, chicken breast, turkey breast, salmon, sirloin steak, tuna, any sort of lean fish. You could also, if you're vegetarian or just want a different option, you could do a hummus. You could also use like black beans or any sort of refried beans. I like refried black beans. Then you have the choice of all sorts of vegetables. Most diets, vegetables are free, or you can eat as many vegetables as you want. So take advantage of that and use those vegetables to bring your flavor into the dish. Today we have sprouts, red onions, shredded carrots, diced bell peppers, diced tomatoes. We have chopped broccoli.
This is my new friend, Jackie Monroe, and she has a show called Attitude is Everything. I'm going to have her make a recipe today, and she's going to be part of the recipe I'm making. It's going to be great. You're going to love it. I'm going to show this trick. If you watched the last episode, you saw where I caramelized some onions. It's really just a light caramelize without any sugar or without any oil, without any butter. We just have a hot pan over here. I'm using a grill pan. You can use a cast iron pan. We're going to do a couple different vegetables today. We're going to do some red onions. We're going to do some bell peppers. And my new favorite, red cabbage. I read your diet.
Yeah.
It's a pretty strict diet.
It's very strict.
And so one of the cool things is you have to find other ways to put in flavor. One of the big things of flavor is obviously fat. And so a lot of people like fatty foods because they taste good. Yep. But there's a whole bunch of other ways to make things taste good. Heat is one of them. You can take vegetables, apply heat, and it sort of changes the composition a little bit, brings out the sugars in them, takes away that onion flavor that you don't like very much, and caramelizes them a little bit to where it takes that bite out of them and makes them a little bit sweeter. The same thing with the cabbage. It sort of takes the stronger flavor of cabbage and sort of dulls it down a little bit. You can do it for just a couple minutes. The longer you do it, the more you get the caramelized flavor and the less you get of sort of the raw flavor. But also you get a little less of the color too. So if you like the color, you don't want to do it too much. But
Okay.
The next step is to add a sauce or spices. You could use a fat-free Greek yogurt. You could use guacamole, a mustard like a Dijon mustard or any sort of mustard. You could use citrus, lemons, limes, hot sauce, barbecue sauce, pesto. Really, this recipe is more like an idea. And so instead of giving you exact amounts of things to use, I want to kind of throw this idea out. I'll give you a few examples, and then you can take it from there. There's endless things that you can do with this. One example is I used some of the shredded carrots, roasted pork tenderloin, a little bit of lime juice, some red onions, red cabbage. Easy. Almost like a pork taco. Another one I started out with some fresh herbs, some cilantro, refried beans. These are some that I made, refried black beans with tomatoes and green chilies. A little bit of that fat-free Greek yogurt. And then all sorts of veggies. I chopped up a whole bunch of veggies today, so I just kind of went wild. We had that sauteed red cabbage, some red onions, bell peppers, shredded carrots. Let's put some tomatoes on there, and why not finish it out with some sprouts? This one's sort of going more Mediterranean style. We start out with a little bit of Greek yogurt, some cucumbers, fresh dill, grilled chicken, and we'll top it off with some sprouts. A little bit of lemon juice or lemon zest would be good in there. Some garbanzo beans or hummus also would be a good addition. Another one that we did is a barbecue. This is where we brush the barbecue sauce right on the endive. We use a little bit of grilled red cabbage, some shredded carrots, some roasted pork tenderloin, and we'll top it off with some red onions, a little more cabbage, and a few shredded carrots. This one is one of my favorites. We have a pesto, just a grilled chicken breast, tomatoes, and basil. Easy. If you're looking for a pesto recipe, we have one in one of the earlier episodes of Funktified Food. One of our first ones, in fact.
My thank you to you for being here today, Jackie, and with your show, Attitudes Everything. Good luck on your triathlon in just a few short weeks, right?
Yeah, yes.
And thanks for helping me make a couple recipes. This is Funktified Food.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here.